Guys, Alex here. In this video I'm going to be doing a pros and cons as it relates to LEGO power functions, more specifically power functions for powering your LEGO trains. Alright, now my pros and cons mainly come from the comparison between the power functions and the modern 9-volt motor. These are the two types of locomotion that I have for my LEGO trains. All other systems are out of the equation here, so this is my opinion of how the power functions is better and worse in comparison to the 9-volt motor. Now first off, let's take a look at what is needed for the 9-volt to function. First off, you're going to need a speed regulator. This regulates the speed for your motors, and you're also going to need a transformer to power it, so you're plugging it into the wall. It's electric. And you're also going to need this wire that carries the power from the regulator to the track. And so that's all the hardware. So it seems like a lot of hardware, but you only need really one of these to power 2 or 3 of these motors on a single track. Right, on the other side of the equation is power functions. Now we'll do a kind of a comparison to each item on the left here with the 9-volt. The transformer, I guess, would be the power box. So there's your power box. Very sleek looking. I like that look. The regulator itself, the speed regulator, I guess would be the remote that has 2 dials on it. Very handy. I like that. And I guess the I don't know, the comparison to this would be the IR receiver. The IR receiver is just going to receive the signal and transfer that to the motor. Now these are the 4 elements you need to make your train go with power functions. Without one of these elements, it will not work. So now that all the cards are on the table for power functions, let's go ahead and take a look at some things that I really like about this. First off, the way that the power is transferred to your train. You have some options. I like options. So your IR receiver has a blue side and a red side. On your remote, you'll notice there's a blue and a red. So depending on where you plug your motor in, that dial will control your motor. So let's do a test. So we're going to connect it to the blue side. And we're going to connect the IR receiver to our power source, the power box here. And we're going to turn it on. Green light means it's on, so we're ready to go. So if this were all connected to a train, we'd be ready to go. So we have on our IR receiver has the 4 frequencies. We're going to put it on a frequency 1, and we see it matched right here. And we put it on blue. So I'm going to start moving the blue dial. And it goes crazy, back and forth. Woo! Yeah. And then our little red button is emergency stop. Okay, so now that that's all working, I'm going to talk about something that is a huge advantage for your power functions, and that is because this little remote here can control up to 8 trains. That's right, 8 trains with this. If you think about, each IR receiver has 2 sides that it can power. So that means each frequency can power 2 trains. So if there's 4 frequencies times 2, that's 8 trains. So that is a massive advantage for the power functions. If you look at the regulator here, it's just one speed for all and only one direction. This can actually have one train going one direction, one speed, and the other train going the opposite direction at a different speed. So that is a huge plus for a power function. Okay, so this brings me to my final point, and this is where I get a little negative on power functions. It has one weakness, in my opinion, one very big weakness, unfortunately, and that, of course, is battery power. If you have power functions, you will have to use a lot of batteries, especially if you run your trains a lot. So if you're at a train show or you're showing off your city and you want to have trains go to kind of show off that aesthetically pleasing look, you're going to run out of batteries fast. Now I know there's a power box that's rechargeable, but it costs like $50, and that can get expensive, and you keep moving these in and out of your trains. This train I have as an example here, this is power functions. All this junk is within this box, so it does work okay. However, I've had to replace a lot of batteries already, and that is where you just can't beat the value of these 9 volts, because you can have these running and they're not going to run out of batteries. They keep that consistency going, whereas these trains will slowly drain the power until you are just fed up with it and you have to go out and spend a lot of money on batteries. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that comparison. This is my pros and cons, my opinion only. You can share yours with me. I'd be happy to know what you guys think about power functions and how it's working for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.